1,000 years ago, a boy rose from the dust to become a legend, a warrior of fire, a king of mercy, a defender of Jerusalem. One battle changed history. One leader restored peace. And today, the land he loved still cries for justice. This is the story of Salahuddin Ayyubi and the heart of Palestine that never stopped beating with hope. Before history crowned heroes, before kingdoms rose and fell, Jerusalem stood as the heart of a world torn between faith and war. For nearly a century, Crusader armies ruled its streets, their iron footsteps echoing through a land longing for justice. Villages burned, innocent lives shattered, and fear gripped an entire region. The world waited for a leader who could end the cycle of blood and vengeance. Someone strong enough to fight, yet compassionate enough to heal. In this age of conflict, a new force was rising. A man whose weapon was not cruelty, but courage, shaped by mercy. Across deserts and hills, armies clashed, each battle rewriting the fate of nations. And at the center of it all stood Salahuddin Ayyubi, a warrior destined to reclaim a holy city with honor, not hatred. His enemies were powerful and deeply entrenched, but he carried something greater than their armies. A vision. A mission. A promise to restore peace to a land that had forgotten it. His rise would change the course of history and inspire generations yet to come. This is the beginning of the story of the greatest Muslim general the world has ever known. Salahuddin Ayyubi's story begins far from the glory of battle in the quiet Kurdish town of Tikrit beside the Tigris River. Born in 1137 into a modest and disciplined household, his childhood was shaped not by luxury, but by faith and humility. As a boy, he watched Kurdish horsemen train at sunrise, yet he never dreamed of becoming a soldier. He was quiet, thoughtful, a seeker of wisdom more than war. His father, Ayyub, served under respected commanders, and through him, Salahuddin learned the true meaning of leadership: humility, patience, and service. When political turmoil forced the family to flee Tikrit, he learned early that life could change overnight, and resilience was a virtue. Their long journey across deserts strengthened him long before he ever held a sword. The family finally settled in Damascus, a city alive with scholars, warriors, and poets. Here, Salahuddin studied the Quran, law, and the art of governance, knowledge that would one day shape his justice. Even as a child, he felt a quiet destiny pulling him, unaware that the world would one day remember him as one of history's greatest leaders. In Damascus, Salahuddin entered a world shaped by warriors, scholars, and rulers, a city preparing for a new age of conflict. It was here he came under the influence of Nur ad-Din Zengi, the commander who would mold him into a leader of discipline and faith. Zengi was not merely a warrior, he was a visionary who taught that true victory rested on justice, strategy, and unity. Under his guidance, Salahuddin trained tirelessly, mastering the art of the sword, the bow, and the organization of armies. He studied formations, battlefield tactics, and the delicate balance between strength and mercy. Long nights in the camp taught him humility and brotherhood, while days in strategy councils opened his mind to the deeper science of leadership. Zengi recognized in the young Salahuddin a rare blend of courage, wisdom, and character, a spark of greatness that would soon reshape the world. Salahuddin's destiny shifted the moment he entered Cairo, a city powerful but torn by political chaos. Sent by Nur ad-Din Zengi, he arrived not as a conqueror, but as a servant called to restore stability. Egypt was collapsing under internal conflict, and its enemies saw weakness. With calm leadership, Salahuddin rebuilt the army, strengthened fortresses, and won the trust of soldiers and civilians. When crusaders attacked from the sea, he repelled them with skill far beyond his years. Leaders soon recognized the depth of his wisdom and integrity, and at only 31, Salahuddin was appointed vizier of Egypt. Yet power did not corrupt him. He fed the poor, reformed the government, and brought justice to a nation hungry for peace. As Egypt flourished, a greater purpose grew within him. A mission that stretched beyond borders, the dream of liberating Jerusalem. While Salahuddin rebuilt Egypt, the Crusader states grew restless, searching for weakness and preparing once again to strike at Muslim lands.